Now, we love to find a South African police officer, yes, who is also a master of martial arts. Now, next guest is all that and a whole lot more. His name is Sensei Andries Douglas, and he's heading off to Washington, D.C. later this month to meet President Barack Obama in the flesh to chat about the power of martial arts. And he is right here to do exactly that right now. Sensei, welcome. Congratulations on a wonderful honor. I know this is your second opportunity to do that, so your work has not gone unnoticed. Let's talk about this relationship between being a police officer and a martial artist. Surely a match made in heaven.
Definitely, Graham. Firstly, it's an honor to be here and be invited.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's been many years, 25 years career policeman, absolute passion for policing. And a martial artist for 35 years.
Wow.
And yeah, so bringing these two together, awesome. You know, I've been working with some rough areas, some very dangerous areas. And yeah, it just helps at the end of the day to be knowledgeable in how to conduct yourself, how to protect yourself, even arresting techniques, stuff, little things like that. But at the end of the day, it's about self-control. That is the fundamental thing. How do you control yourself? How do you put this discipline together? And the key word, discipline, within the South African Police Service.
Do your colleagues fear going out and patrol with you, or do they sign up to a long list to get out and patrol with you? It must be inspiring to your colleagues to see your achievements.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And, you know, for me to inspire them at the end of the day, you know, they are going through some tough times. Our guys are getting killed. Yeah. So you need to up your game. You know, if you're targeted, you must become a hard target at the end of the day. Put yourself out there and say, I'm not going to be an easy target. I'm going to become hard, and I'm going to go into battle.
I can see your body come alive when you say that, man. What I love about the way that you've approached your gift and your relationship to martial arts is, yes, obviously, in a practical sense, out there fighting crime, but you're using it in a preventative measure. And I think the work that got you noticed and got you to that prayer breakfast was very much the kind of work that you're doing with juveniles. A wonderful opportunity to use martial arts as a mentoring program.
Definitely. You know, a program called Karate Against Crime. I wrote it many years back when I was still in the Eastern Cape in Galvindale, in Port Elizabeth.
Galvindale,
yeah, now in the Western Cape. Yeah, in the court, they will give me some of these kids to work with and to mentor. And yeah, and then you take them through the process of teachings. Discipline should be educated, Graham. That is the fundamental thing. You can't just expect people to be disciplined. You need to educate them in the process and teach him how to become a better person, a person with morals, and how to understand discipline, you know?
I love that. And of course, you're creating an exponent for that martial art afterwards, somebody who can pass that knowledge on. And I think that is very much a big part of why you cracked such a prestigious invitation. Talk to me about the 64th National Prayer Breakfast and your trip to the US. What is it all going to entail?
Graham, scary to go. But yeah, it's actually the second invitation. The first one I couldn't, wasn't in the means to accept. So this year around, I've decided to go. It's going to travel for 7 weeks, but wow. the National Prayer Breakfast is awesome. It's since 1953.
It's amazing.
Each president has been a guest speaker at this function. And also people like guest speakers like the Dalai Lama, people like that. So it's exciting just to meet fellow Christians, I think fellow martial artists, and maybe just, and yeah, and I'm going to train with one of the best in the USA, training from the East Coast, California, up Miami, New York.
So even after all these years, still a student.
Yes.
I absolutely love it. Well, I can speak from experience how much martial arts has given me, certainly as a young man, trying to craft my life and craft my personality, my view on the world. Why, in your mind, is martial arts such an incredible tool? Why should we go out there and engage with it?
I think you need to ask yourself first, am I happy with my life? Is there anything that I need to do that need to get that fullness? You know, when I traveled in Canada, I just see people of age, you know, older age people in practicing the martial arts, a little bit Tai Chi, a little bit Taekwondo. You know, in the wherever they are, they just, you know, feel free to practice this beautiful art, which is the martial arts. And yeah, and it's very necessary to get that wholeness, that completeness. Especially, you know, if you're healthy in your mind, that is really where you get peace. And once you get peace, everything's good.
everything else falls in place.
everything falls in
You are setting an incredible example, rather lofty example for the rest of us to follow. Sensei, thank you so much for your efforts. And take a moment to really soak it up just for yourself while you're in DC. I was there recently. It's amazing. But enjoy the new voyage of discovery that you're heading on.
Thank you, Graham. Thank you for having me.
Sensei.
Thank you.
Oh, it is inspiring to know that people like Sensei Andries Douglas are keeping our streets safe, yes, but also doing their part to make sure future South Africans can benefit from this incredible journey. If you'd like to learn more about martial arts, go online and find a teacher and a school in your area. It might just change your life forever and definitely for the better.